For portable live streaming on the go, keep your phone charged with the Anker PowerCore 10,000, one of the smallest and lightest external batteries you can get. Affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater, where we talk about movies and shit. Now, over the course of the past couple days, I will fully admit I am guilty of making videos about Kevin Feige and what he says, usually one-line responses to questions given. But that being said, I still think it's worthy having a little bit of discussion on the topic. So, Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family. What's going on, right? Fox clearly is not going to do a sequel. That sequel was supposed to have been out like 2 weeks ago. If you remember correctly, in 2015, when they were getting ready to, I think it was like 2014, they were like, we have Fantastic Four, Fan Four Stick, really, coming out like in the summer of 2015, and then 2017 is gonna be the sequel. And when the first movie came out to really horrible reviews and only materialized about $167 million, that wasn't gonna happen. Never mind all the behind-the-scenes stuff, the problem with Josh Trank, or the rumored problems with Josh Trank, and the fact that the movie just wasn't good. I watched it. I tried to like it. I dug parts of the stuff with the Thing, but I'm a big Ben Grimm fan, and I thought Michael Chiklis nailed it in the first two films, and then it just was kind of a little bit too dark, right? A little bit too dark. That was, I think, at the tail end of some of the darker superhero films that were coming out. Keep in mind, this is like 2 years or 3 years post like The Dark Knight Rises, which was probably the most darkest thematically in terms of superhero films that were mainstream, you know, not like Watchmen. I don't mean mainstream enough, but you guys know the point I'm trying to get to. Anyway, so no, it's pretty much dead. It's pretty much dead, and now the question is, what's going to happen with it? What's going to happen? Is it Marvel going to reacquire the rights? Marvel has been doing everything it can to effectively kill Fantastic Four in terms of its comic books and merchandising, i.e. none of it. I mean, they even retired Fantastic Four a couple of years ago, I think, right before the movie came out, and then they brought back a couple characters for, like, you know, was it Secret Empire or whatever the hell it was that they were working on, or Secret War, I think, and then now Kevin Feige's been asked, are you guys going to get the rights back? Because we know you want to get every character back under the Marvel banner. And he says here, we have no plans with Fantastic Four right now. No discussions about it. That's it. People, tons of articles today about it too. Tons of articles about that. But here's what this means to me. And keep in mind, I follow what Kevin Feige says very closely. And there's always subtext to what he says. Or I'm just completely overreading it because that's what I do. But I look at it like this. He does want to get every single Marvel character back under the banner. Fox right now is a cantankerous bitch when it comes to that, because they fucked up. Fox fucked up, and they know they fucked up by letting Daredevil go back to Marvel. Now, the way this works is that the studios that purchase the rights don't own them whole cloth. Like, don't own them forever. They have to make movies with these characters, or else they will return back to Marvel. That's what happened with Daredevil. Daredevil was basically at the point at Fox, well after the 2003 film with Ben Affleck, and the 2005 Elektra film with Jennifer Garner, where they were like, do we do it? Do we do it? Like, Joe Carnahan came out, pitched this dark, gritty version, had this little sizzle reel of what it could look like, which looked pretty fantastic, and a lot of fans were like, give it to goddamn Carnahan. Let him do this shit. And of course, they let it go back to Marvel, thinking, there's no way Marvel's going to do it. It's a street level hero. They're all about the big people right now. And then here we got Marvel TV giving us 2 seasons of arguably one of the best shows ever fucking made. And Fox at this point is like, we're not going to give up shit. Because they know that what they give up these characters and they start going back to Marvel, i.e. Kevin Feige, will take this thing and go, hi, it's gold now. You know, he'll just shove it up his ass real quick and let it harden into a golden egg and then present it to the world. Because he's done that before. And he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. So I think Fox is holding on to it. They're going to probably bring them in somewhere down the road before the rights return back to Marvel, or they're really just holding off to see whether or not these new X-Men movies do well and whether or not they're going to, you know, find a deal with Marvel. It's entirely possible they're holding off for Spider-Man Homecoming to see how that does, because even Spider-Man Homecoming right now, I thought Spider-Man, goddammit, you figure it's been 3 years since the last Spider-Man movie that it would at least open to like $120 to $150 million. Like nothing else this year has really opened up that massive. Christ, even Cars 3 is looking at like a $68 million opening. Wonder Woman grossed more money in its opening weekend than Cars 3, which you out there might be going, oh, yeah, that makes total sense, but it's a Pixar movie. It's part of a franchise that has huge monetary gains in terms of merchandising. 68 million. So it's entirely possible that Fox is waiting to see whether or not Homecoming does well, because it's currently estimated to make between 90 and 105 million on its opening weekend, which is, no, man, it's got to be higher than that. Because if it does well and they can work out a deal to bring over Fantastic Four, then they might actually go and make that work. And that might be part of Marvel's plan too. Because keep in mind, the deal with Sony was brilliant. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was Marvel produces it, Sony ponies up the dough. Sony keeps all the profits, but Marvel can then bring in Spider-Man to their movies, right? Which is what they want, which is what will bring them more money when they have the big team up thing going on. So that's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. And I'm wondering if Fox is going to sit there and do the same thing. Now, what Marvel really wants to do is hope that Deadpool tanks in order to try to bring that under. But again, if Fox does, and this is a side thing, if Fox does not announce a new Wolverine in the next like 2 years, expect a deal to happen, right? And maybe 2 years is a bit long, and I might be overshooting it too. Or undershooting it, depending on how the next wave of X-Men movies do for Fox. I don't know that. I'm just going off of what my gut's telling me, which is that Fox is looking for a way to partner, but they want to make sure that it works first, which does totally make sense. So that's what I think is going to happen. So yes, no plans right now for Fantastic Four, but looking at the way the system works and how things have played out before, it's entirely possible that Fox and Simon Kinberg are just waiting for the opening weekend total of Spider-Man to sit there and call up Kevin Feige and go, bloop, 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 bloop. All right, dog, let's talk, you know? And that could be good for fans, actually, because I'd love to see Fantastic Four come back in a way that's actually going to be interesting and engaging and not the dark emo shit that came out of the one from 2 years ago. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater. If you guys haven't already, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check back daily, or, well, frequently for new content from me. And also get in on the conversation in the comments or on the Reddit. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.